again, man, you even shocked me with the Daylyt Loso, show. I don't know how the fuck you do it. Yo, you brought Charlie Clips and DNA together.
You know what? Hold on, let's because these days, I always stay respectful to all the battlers, all the leagues, everybody. I always stay respectful, but I found myself giving up a little bit more behind the scenes information, keep things a little bit more entertaining. I was being too much of the politically correct league owner. That's when I stopped blogging the first time. It was like I didn't blog for like 2 years. Like, oh, God forbid I say somebody lost and I'm a league owner. We're all in this game together. We all here for entertainment, to have a good time, to make money. Listen, if I could be respectful with it, I could give y'all certain promo and certain things behind the scenes and all that. And it's just got to be what it is. So you mentioned Daylyt versus Loso. I'll give y'all some information for that. So Daylyt versus Show Off has been a battle that's been hanging out there for about 1.5 years now. You know what I'm saying? Like, Daylyt has trolled Show Off before. I think he's on your camera after he battled Jay Murder, or from the Jay Murder event, when he battled Jay Murder, and he was talking about he wants Show Off, because Show Off, like, he's a different type of guy right now. I think that's when he battled Big K, so he had a lot of people like, yo, this Show Off is ridiculous right now. But since then, Show Off, he stepped away for a little second. Daylyt kind of set his eyes on Christian battlers, right? So I called him for Show Off. And he was like, yo, listen, hey, if you really, really force me to take Show Off, that's my only option for this card coming up. Because he trolls me. He'd be like, you know, RBE's my home, so I got to be on the card. I'm like, yeah, I know RBE's your home, my nigga, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, if you want me to battle Show Off, I'll kill him. But if you really, really, really want to see some shit, go get me one of the Christian battles. Get me Street Hymns, get me A-Ward, or get me Loso. And the top one out of all of them, I would rather Loso, right? So give me a few, let me call you back. Called the homie Loso. He was with it. I called Daylyt. I said, listen, I came to you for Show Off. You was telling me you kind of had reservations or whatever. I got you what you really wanted. So, any questions of what Daylyt is showing up? People got to remember the RBE history of Daylyt. Daylyt has some of his best performances.
Some of the best
on
fucking
RBE.
Daylyts. Yes.
Daylyt has never given a full test. His most serious moment ever was on the RBE stage. His most serious moment in battle rap ever. When he broke down why he trolls, why he is the way he is, the stories of being involved in drive-bys and getting shot and almost died, lifting up his shirt and showing the crowd his war wounds. People in the front row from the third rounds, they skin crawling and crying and all that type shit.
Gave me chills that day.
Yeah. So I understand Daylyt has a history, but when he's on RBE, it's a different story. He's coming off of a ridiculous performance with Ill Will, but so once again, we're getting what the people are asking for. It's one of the best up and coming, if you even want to still call Loso up and coming at this point. I think he's past that, but he's still a ridiculous pen. Daylyt, people argue him the best pen in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like his pen, they want to see him in Lux. If you're gonna stand in front of Lux and go pen for pen, you must have a crazy pen yourself.
Yeah, we know Daylyt always had a crazy pen. It's just people let the antics overshadow his real talent. So,
but the crazy thing is, I said this before and I'll say it again. People wanted the antics.
That's right. That's right.
And some league owners actually called him and paid him and booked him for antics, and had the conversation with him behind the scenes that this is what we want.
Crazy.
You can spit some bars, but we want you to do some wild shit. You know what I'm saying? When we called him, I think that might have been when we really established a different type of respect for each other, because when we called him is when he was hot with the antics, the boxing shit that he did when he had the gloves on. He was always with his man, the tall dude from Cali. He was performing with him all the time. I forget dude's name.
Damn, yo, you killing me because I forgot his name too.
He's an artist though. He's an artist. Shout out to him. He's the homie though. I'm just going blank right now. My bad, pardon. But
damn,
he was hot with antics. He was hot with antics. People was tuning into him for that shit. That's when he laid on the floor when he battled Math and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? They had a water fight on stage and shit. You know what I'm saying? And in the midst of all that, we called him and said, we want the opposite. You know what I'm saying? So
it says a lot. It says a lot.
Every time we book Daylyt, people got a question mark as if they haven't seen great Daylyts back to back to back. There is no, we don't support antics. We don't book antics. The first time we booked him, we put it in his contract because we didn't trust him at the time. You know what I'm saying? Now that's the homie, and he knows like what we come to him for. We know what he does on RBE, and we just built a great relationship from there. So shout out to the homie Daylyt. Loso, you got one of the toughest battles on your hand for your entire career. Expect a crazy Daylyt. If anybody's expecting anything less, you're not paying attention.
Yeah, because see, the thing is that everybody's taking the Christian angle with Loso, and I know Daylyt has a different angle. I know he's not gonna come like everybody else was.
But you know what? He might. I always say this in general life too, as well as battle rap. It's not what you do, it's how you do it.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna jump to Loso versus Show Off real quick. I did see some feedback of Show Off took a Christian angle, right? But Show Off's third round was never done before.
Nah.
It was never done before. People was offended. In the building, on the footage, the man looked up. He was looking through the ceiling. He said that shit with conviction.
Yes.
And he was talking to God. And then he wrapped it into a scheme at like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He brought the performance aspect out and everything. Like, I understand it's still based in religion, but that approach has never been done before. Look at JC, right? Everybody that battles JC talks about him breakdancing. But when T-Top did it to him, it was something we never seen before.
Yeah, when he got my man to do that shit was crazy.
On stage that was moving to the bars.
Yeah. K-Shine had a crazy one for JC too.
Exactly, but let's use the most recent one because you got all that history behind it of all the other battles that did it. Didn't you fuck with it when T-Top did it?
Wholeheartedly.
And that's my point. It's not what you do, it's how you do it.
Right.
So because I think a little bit bigger sometimes past that, my thing would be Daylyt, if you do a Christian angle or if you do a religion type angle, you just have to be impactful and it has to be different. You have to put a spin on it that makes everybody go, wow. That's all. That's all, because you're gonna get repetitive content. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get repetitive.
I'm done with it. Like I'm done with that angle. I don't really care for that angle.
I'm done with it until I see somebody do it, some crazy shit, and then I'm be standing right there like, oh shit, this is crazy. Period.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do something creative.
I don't like to pigeonhole motherfuckers because somebody could have been sitting on something and never had the opportunity to battle them. Somebody could have seen Loso come on the scene his first year and be like, yo, if I ever battle him, I got something for him. You know what I'm saying? I got some shit, but they never had the chance to get in a ring with him.
Right.
I think Daylyt is the type of guy who's like on a fucking cross path with a guy like Loso.
Yes.
Like those are two guys that it's not about if they battle, it's about when they battle. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I say that battle between them is just going to be so crazy, man, because, again, Daylyt is so creative, so witty. You know what I mean? So I already know that's just going to be crazy.
Yeah, but that's a little bit about how that match got set up. Definitely fuck with Loso, you know what I'm saying? We get Loso on any card because we fuck with him. He's consistent. He brings us A+ game over here. He holds us down. He's great talent. He does great business. And inside, he's genuinely a good dude. So we would book Loso any day of the week. But this was Daylyt saying, nah, like I fuck with Show Off and I'll kill him and I'll battle him, you know, whenever. But right now, Pearly Gates 2, I need one of those Christian rappers and preferably Loso. So I said, okay.
And the Pearly Gates, why not?
You hear me? You hear me? So
15 minutes.